Okay, we are here in Lower Lake, Middle Lake, Lower Lake in Lake County. We're at Tamara's other farm. She's got it rented out for the year, but we have the great honor of coming here and harvesting some plants that we don't have at Heal Thyself Gardens. She had some beautiful hugels that they built over here, and there's been some really cool plants growing on it. We were a little late to get over here and we missed some, but others are doing really well. I'm going to turn it over to the Weed Witch right now and let her tell you all about it.
Hello!
Hi, Weed Witch.
Wild grasses, look at these grasses. They're so green and nutrient rich. Look at all that nitrogen just gonna go into that water. But we've got like the craziest mallows over here. Look at these things. They're just so big and beautiful. These are kind of starting to go to seed, but they're really still packed full of nutrients. Look at all this. So we have so much beautiful grasses over here. There's some nettles still too, but there's some hairy vetches I've been seeing around, and this is alfalfa, and we've got some milk thistle, and got a lot of mallow. And I don't know what exactly what this plant is, but look at it. It's kind of covered in its own like indigenous microorganisms already.
It looked to me like powdery mildew.
Yeah, it is. But I figured if we cut it, you know, the good stuff will eat that away, and then it kind of becomes beneficial. So
I like that. Talk to us about this mallow plant, because these are some of the biggest mallow plants I've ever seen. Look at these beds are 8 feet by 8 feet. Look at the size of these mallow plants. That's a one whole mallow plant right there. And there are just some giant ones we've been harvesting off of today. We're on our 4th barrel of 50-gallon drum of mallow. We got some friends over here. We're showing them how to make these Jadam liquid fertilizers. And Tamaras making a really mixed one. This is all high nitrogen materials, fast-growing green shoots, lots of green grass, and then lots of this mallow, this biodynamic accumulator plant that has a very deep taproot. Look at the stalk on this thing. They're very hard to pull up right now. But if you can get that root, it's very high in nutrients. Hard to reach micronutrients from that root going deep down in the soil. So this is a really great plant. It grows in a lot of disturbed soils. It grows all over Humboldt, Mendo Lake, all over Northern California. And it's a cool plant. It's edible. These little parts here are called cheeses, and you can actually eat these, the cheeses. See the old dead ganja plant there. But yeah, this mallow is a big nutrient source, so get out there, harvest that. Tell us how we make these liquid fertilizers, Tamara. Tell us how simple this is.
okay, so we're harvesting these grasses and we're cutting them up. You know, not too small. I just try to do it as easy as it is. Every couple inches I kind of cut. And then we're just going to fill this up. And then I like to do it where when I press down, you know, it's still full. So this is getting nice and full, but I'm going to get it to right below this rim. And then we're going to cover this in leaf mold, the top of it, and then fill with water and put a lid on it. Ta-da! It's magic.
Magic.
It's magic.
It really is magic. There really isn't much to it.
That's why we love like showing everybody this and our friends, because how simple is this? This is a barrel that if I bought something like this at the grocery store, $1,700 right there.
Easily.
You know, easily.
Easily.
So it's really interesting, and to see how simple it is is kind of like mind blowing. You're like, wait, what? But what?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to show people a few times sometimes, because it's like to really get and understand how nature does it. It's so simple but complex, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is beautiful. So yeah, we just fill that with water. We put a loosely cover it with a lid. Doesn't need to be airtight. You don't want it airtight. Leave it out here in the middle of your garden in the sunshine, right where it's going to get used. And in about 2 weeks, this thing will be ready to start feeding into your garden. You know, I would start at around 100 to 1, but then you can get as concentrated as 20 to 1. So
a lot of it was me.
Gonna leave you guys with that. Making JLF with our friends. Hope you guys are getting out there and doing it
The guy
too.
that's doing my thing at the county